for you, big off season, just dealing with the shoulder. How was the recovery and all that, everything that you had to do for rehab?
Yeah, it was good. Wasn't the best to miss the last month of the season, but it allowed me to start the season here with a good off season for my shoulder, and now I'm 100% to go.
And that's something you've kind of dealt with as you've been on your pro careers, injuries here and there. How has that kind of affected you mentally? Like how are you able to work through those things?
You can't really control stuff like that. You try and play as hard as you can, and injuries happen for sure. Mentally, you just got to bounce back from it. Use that time off and get stronger. I'm not where I want to be right now, so keep working towards that goal, and kind of helps you with that time off to figure out some stuff and work on some other things you wouldn't work if you practice. So that's it.
Can you kind of elaborate on some of those things that you've been working
on? Been working some stuff mentally, vision-wise. Had a good off-season training with my eye vision. Also, like my previous injuries as the groin, so trying to work your groins a little more. Just stuff that you don't usually do if you're in season or practicing.
So what are your goals for the season then? Coming in with all that behind you, what is your focus for the year?
Being present, showing what I can do. I know what type of player I can be. I don't think I've shown that in the last 2 years. Be there for my team. Be there for different situations in the game. Be the coach. Be the guy that the coach can rely on every minute of the game, and just prove that I have my spot on this team.
I mean, you've seen a couple of years, tough years in San Diego in terms of getting this team going again.
Yep.
Now the whole organization feels like it's turning a corner, looking towards playoffs and things like that. What is sort of the mindset of this younger group down in the minor?
Yeah, there's a different vibe, different feel to it. You could see at the team dinner last night, Pat was excited, Q was excited. I think it's going to be good to have him around. I think Matt in San Diego has a different mindset this year too. We want to win. We want to turn the corner. There's been some losing seasons, and we can't go into the seasons just thinking we're going to get better. As soon as the season starts, like you said, playoffs can be made in October, so that's our main goal.
So you guys do feel that top down, that this is coming from the top and it's going to trickle through to everybody throughout the organization?
Yeah, guys like me that was drafted in 2022, Tyson, a couple of the guys that are just getting more mature, more reps in camps, that can maybe get a spot on the team, and even the guys like Leo, Minty that are ready to take the next step. So I think it's just the guys who feel more comfortable, and we got a new goal for this team and for San Diego.
Maybe the point production wasn't there for you last year, but you were kind of in that shutdown role for Matt down in San Diego. What does it mean to kind of have that role, being like part of the checking line?
I love that. That's what I play for. That's my style of play. Start to be a little better point wise in the last couple months of the season. Started off pretty rough, but I mean, that's what I thrive for. That's what I play for. That's what they drafted me for. The shutdown center they want me to be. That's my role, and I love it.
Has Pat and the management kind of kept up with you in terms of your role within the organization and your path forward to maybe making this team?
Yeah, I think they have a plan for me. I just got to trust the plan, trust what they're thinking. They've talked to me in the past for sure, but they just want to make sure I'm ready to take that next step, and make sure for the coach to trust me as a 21 years old. Sometimes it's not that easy, so I just got to be mature and just be as ready as I can.
Summer was really good. I was back home in Sweden the whole time, just working out. Body felt really, really good. I haven't felt this good in a long time, so that was very positive, and I feel like I'm back on track towards my game too. I feel ready for camp.
How disappointing was last year just to go through that and have that downfall?
It was obviously very disappointing. At the time, felt like I was starting to heat up again. I felt my game was on a good point when I got hurt, but I mean that's part of the game, and you just have to look forward. And I felt I come out strong, a lot more stronger than I was before. So right now I see it as a positive, but obviously it was tough.
This is obviously a very deep goalie room right now. Very tight competition for who's going to get time in San Diego. What is your mindset going into the year in terms of where you are and what you're competing for?
I'm here to make the team. There's nothing else in my mind. I'm here to compete with all the other 5 goalies, and I see my chances are good, and I'm here to compete.
You and Tomas and a couple other guys going through injuries, and just like the competition, like Zach mentioned, how do you make sure that you stay not just motivated, but just being disciplined in your approach to the game?
motivation is not any problem for me. Like I live in my dream right now and just want to take that next step and be number one goalie in the NHL. So motivation is not a problem. I'm just here to compete and do my best.
You've been down in San Diego for a couple of years working with Jeff Glass. What have you been able to learn from him over the years?
I mean, I learned a lot. He obviously has a lot of experience. He gone through what we're going through right now, coming up from juniors and then come into pro, and he started in the minors. So I learned a lot from him every day, and I really enjoyed working with him, and we have a really good relationship.
Do you feel the kind of different mindset top to bottom in this organization with the changes up top, that it is trickling through every player, that this is a new year, whether it's Ducks, Gulls, or anybody in between?
Yeah, I feel like there's some big hopes for this season, and as they said, like the rebuild is over. We're here to win now for both organizations, and I feel like there's a really positive vibe going on right now, and that makes all those players even more excited. So it feels really good.
And then as a goalie, I mean, the amount of young defensemen in front of you, whether it's Tristan or Tyson or any of these guys, what is it like to be back there and kind of see these guys in front of you develop into NHL players and beyond?
It's awesome. I mean, everybody that's here are very talented. Obviously, they're pretty young as well, but the same as for the goalies. So I feel like we're learning together, and I feel like all the guys took some really big steps this summer and even last season. So I feel like we have a really bright future here.
First off, how was your summer? How were your preparations, and what are you looking forward to?
Had a great summer. Felt I got stronger, faster, and a little bit leaner, and looking forward to having a great camp and showing where I improved during the summer.
Last year, an interesting one for you with the up and down from Tulsa all the way back up. What did you make of your year, and what did you learn out of that experience from last year?
I think I learned a lot about myself. Obviously not the ideal start to the year, and it kind of put me in a spot of how bad do I really want it, and I found out a lot about myself. I was more disciplined than ever when I got to Tulsa, and had a new sense of earning everything I could get. Earned my way back to San Diego, and earned the trust of my coaches there, and slowly became a reliable, dependable player at the AHL level, and learned a lot about my grit, my determination, and my parents and family were there for me all the way too. So it was a tough year to start, but ultimately the best year of my pro career so far. So.
And then to take those lessons and that mindset into a season like this, where there is a lot of positive energy in this organization, how do you feel that runs through you in terms of improving your game?
Yeah, I think, like you said, there's a lot of positive energy here, and I'm just going to try to be another example of that. Build off of last year, and try to be stand out in camp and push for the Ducks.
Third year as a pro this year, and you've been with the Gulls for a little bit. Obviously, the Gulls took the team, or with the Ducks, and whether you were Anaheim or San Diego. What are you looking forward to this season?
Yeah, looking forward to getting better. It's cliche, but it's only my third year pro. My early 20s, and the average male doesn't peak until around 27, 28. So I mean, I'm getting better every year, every day. But with that being said, it's my fifth training camp. I'm ready to make the jump. I'm ready to prove that I belong in Anaheim, and I'll do whatever it takes to stay there.
And there were a couple guys like Nathan and Tyson kind of came together. What have you maybe been able to learn from those guys? What's the biggest thing you've taken away from being able to play with those guys for so long?
Yeah. I mean, they're two of my best friends. Like, we spend every day together. I mean, the last 2 weeks we got here early. We bunked at an Airbnb together, along with Luno and Warren. And besides being some of my best friends, I mean, they're so competitive. They want to win. They have won at previous levels, and similar to myself, like they just want to get better. Like, that's at the end of the day, that's what it's all about: getting better and putting yourself in a position to make the jump to the next level.
Guys always talk about being bigger, faster, stronger. Is there anything that you kind of honed in that you want to improve or come to this season?
Yeah. There's been a lot of criticism of my skating. I'm trying to turn that into a strength rather than a weakness. That was my main focal point this summer: getting faster, showing I can play at the NHL speed, NHL pace, and I feel I did a really good job of that. Got more explosive in the gym, more explosive on the ice. Cleaned up the technique a little bit. So looking to show that here early in preseason and into the start of the season and so forth.